Hello, students. I welcome you all for the session on AILET PG examination sample paper. I rather should say that it's going to be your practice session on AILET PG 2023. So, students, I'm Shazli and I'm going to deal with your English session, and I'll be giving you hands-on practice on the question types which are going to be asked in your AILET PG program. And it is actually a combination of all kind of questions which can be asked in your AILET paper for English section. So, Bacha, I'm going to take your session on RC, that's reading comprehension, along with grammar, along with vocabulary. So, are you all set? Shall we begin with the session? Hello. All right, students. So, let's begin with the session. Your first question type is RC. The passage is on screen. You're supposed to read the passage. Based on this passage, there are some questions which you're supposed to answer. So let's begin. Jasmine Sharma. I hope you must have read this. The first question is on screen based on the passage which you have just read. Now, second passage on screen, second question on screen. Students, third question. Jasmine is the first person to answer all the questions. Jasmine Butcher, we are going to discuss all these questions. Question number 4 on screen. All right. Now let's have a round of discussion based on passage one. But sir, passage one basically seemingly is an extract of somebody's life experiences, or it can be a short story. All right. My parents had gone to Delhi for medical treatment. It can be a blog, it can be something like, somebody has written something, sharing life experiences. All right. It can even be a short story, an extract from a short story. So author is saying it is written like my parents had gone to Delhi. Why parents have gone to Delhi? For the treatment of author's father. He was supposed to have kidney transplant all throughout the short 8 short years of life, 13 years in case of my sister. I had witnessed sickness, vomiting, medicines, and deteriorating health. So author has said that my father has I have witnessed his sickness. He kept vomiting. He used to have medicines. I have seen him deteriorating his health. All right, when you are 8 year old, you believe in happy endings. All right, and author was like all normally when we are young enough, so we believe in optimism. We are always full of hopes. We are always happy. We always think no, things will actually go better. You think things can never go out of control. And when you're 8 year old, you're always hopeful, and you always think that things will always be under control, and that your parents can solve everything and can handle every problem. So normally when you are 8 year old, so you look up to your parents, you always admire them, all right, and you feel कि आप सारी चीजें जो भी हैं parents under control पे रखेंगे, they can handle everything all alone. You believe in make believe, you believe in shooting stars. I believe that dad would return healthy. All right, तो उन्होंने यहाँ पे कहा था कि it's always like we always believe in good things. And similarly, I used to believe कि my dad will return all healthy. Like he has gone for treatment, so he will return healthy. The fact that he could never return at all, I never had the capability to even imagine that. Later on, I learned that he suffered blood clots in the brain and passed away when he was in coma. Later on, when he lost his father, all right, ये तब की बात है. After experiencing that he lost his father, he got to know actually it wasn't all about उनकी kidney के साथ कोई issue हो. It was basically all about the clot, all right, blood clot in his brain, and because of that reason he passed away. All right, he died, and when he was in coma, I cried the heaviest tears I had ever cried. So author is saying that I cried because I didn't expect that I would lose my father so soon. All right. And I lost my father when I was 8. It was unbearable pain, and I kept crying all the time. And it was actually like I shed heaviest tears of my life. And although he loved traveling and food and driving and laughing, throwing me up in the air so that I could fall back into his waiting arms, most memories I have of him are a sick and helpless man. So author is saying, though I couldn't create very happy memories with my father, all right, I saw him all sick. I never expected that my father will catch me when I'm going to fall, all right. But still, he had that kind of association, kind of love for his father, that he cried to the fullest when he lost his father. All right, so this is what the passage is all about. Now, question number one. In the second paragraph, how did the author feel when he was 8 year old? So normally when somebody is of 8 year old, that somebody believes in happiness. All right. Normally a child who is 8 year old is full of hopes and believe in happy endings. So that's what actually is going to be your correct answer. So in the second paragraph, how did the author feel when he was 8 year old? He was thinking that my father would return all healthy, all right, but he didn't. So correct answer choice will be happy. Exuberant basically is what, students? Exuberant is full of energy, excitement, and cheerfulness. All right. So यहाँ पे excitement and energy is a different thing. Happy ending means full of positivity. So obviously, happy is better answer choice than exuberant. Vivacious basically is attractively lively or animated, full of life. And loquacious is talkative. If somebody is loquacious, that means somebody is very talkative. She seems to be loquacious. That means she is very talkative. All right, students. So correct answer choice was A for question number one. Now, question number two. As per the passage, the word deteriorating confirms most closely to which word? But for this question, correct answer choice is depreciating. All right, यहाँ पे deteriorating, his health was deteriorating. So यहाँ पर देखिए students, depreciating basically is diminishing, coming to the, like to an end, diminishing, धीरे 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 जाके कम हो रही थी बच्चा. So depreciate का मतलब भी होता है ज्यादा थी, धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है वैल्यू. All right, तो यहाँ पे depreciating का correct answer will be A, diminishing. अब देखिए elevating का exactly होता है rising and promoting बच्चा. So that's rather seemingly is opposite of what is being expected. आपसे synonym expect करा जा रहा है. This particular word seemingly be elevating is basically just opposite. That is antonym. All right, rising and promoting. अब देखिए next question. Option C. Levitating का exactly meaning क्या होता है? Rise or cause to rise. All right, धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है कुछ. Again, बच्चा, that's considered to be antonym, opposite of what is expected here. Downgrading. What is the difference between downgrading and depreciating? Depreciating मतलब होता है धीरे धीरे कम होना, declining. All right, whereas if I talk about downgrading, इसका मतलब होता है रैंक में, ग्रेड में धीरे धीरे कम होना. All right, level of importance में धीरे धीरे कम होना. So obviously आपका A will be the correct answer choice. Now next question बच्चा, which word has the author used as a verb in the following in the last paragraph? All right, अब देखिए as a verb दिया है, which word is used as a verb? तो बच्चा अगर आप पैसेज को दोबारा से पढ़े, all right, तो यहाँ पे बच्चा heaviest आपका जो यूज हुआ है, ऑब्वियसली डिग्री है, यहाँ पे heaviest सुपरलेटिव डिग्री है, एडजेक्टिव होगा. यहाँ पे ट्रेवलिंग बच्चा, he loved traveling. All right, तो ट्रेवलिंग यहाँ पे is acting as a noun. Verb in ing form act as a noun is gerund. तो यहाँ पे traveling gerund की तरह यूज करा गया था, which is ultimately acting as a noun. All right. Next is memories. आपका noun था बच्चा. The correct answer choice as a verb which is being used here is fall. All right. So D is the correct answer choice. Now next देखिए बच्चा. Later on I learned that he suffered blood clots. पहले author क्या समझ रहा था? That he had gone there for kidney transplant. He will come back as healthy. All right. But later he realized that it wasn't the case. All right. So correct answer choice for this is all of the above. The author was not aware how his father passed away. He didn't know. He later got to know after when he passed away. Then he got to know that his father passed away because of the blood clot in the brain. Earlier he didn't know about it. Okay. Now second option B, the author was not aware of his father's medical condition. Of course he wasn't. So even that is also true. Now C, the author's father was no more. Yes, he learned everything after when he passed away. So his father was no more. So obviously correct answer choice will be D. That is all of the above. Okay. Now Next passage for question number 5 to 8. Students, kindly read the passage and solve the questions. Are you all done with the reading? Shall I change the slide, students? Now, question number 5 on screen. Question number 6. Question number 7. The last question for this passage. All right. Now let's have a round of discussion on this passage as well. यहाँ पे बात हो रही है बच्चा एक there was a person जिसके father he simply lost his father recently. His father passed away. And उसके बाद उसकी जो मम्मा थी she was talking all right by a call to the boy or a man. I wish I had a daughter. So the mom was like, I didn't want a son. All right. If the sons are like you, I wish I had a daughter. Mother told him abruptly between a phone call 2 days back. He couldn't continue the conversation for a minute, and mother herself didn't try to break the uncomfortable silence with a rumbling about the happening of the neighborhood. He hung up the phone, unable to bear the scream of the silence. All right, so there was unbearable silence between the two. All right, when he called his mother, and his mother immediately abruptly said that I wish I had a daughter. He couldn't continue after that, and neither his mother tried to break that silence. Um, he couldn't sleep the entire night, and he kept thinking about it. That mother has said that I wish I had a daughter. That means the mother wasn't happy. All right. So he couldn't sleep the entire night. He couldn't work in the office. वो अपने ऑफिस में भी कुछ काम नहीं कर पाया. Next morning, he never expected this of his mother. उसको बिल्कुल उम्मीद नहीं थी कि उसकी मम्मा कभी उसको ऐसा कुछ बोलेंगी. All right. मदर हैज एग्जैक्टेड अ रिवेंज फॉर हिज इग्नोरेंस ऑफ हर फीलिंग. और ये एक तरह से रिवेंज था उसकी मम्मी का, जो उनकी मम्मी ने उससे लिया ऑफ हिज फीलिंग, बिकॉज ही वाज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ हिज मदर्स फीलिंग. ही वाज कंप्लीटली इग्नोर्ड. ऑलराइट, ही डिडंट नो. So, like he couldn't expect that this would come out of his mother. All right. She had punished him for not being there for his father. All right. So, उसकी मम्मा ने ये क्यों बोला? Because he kept working. All right. He kept sending money, but he wasn't there when his father needed him the most. All right. He wasn't there. He was working somewhere else. All right. तो उसके लास्ट कुछ डेज थे जो उनके पापा के. He must be wishing to have his son back. All right, to support him at his crucial time when he was departing from his nearest and dearest ones. All right, but he wasn't there. He wasn't with him when he lived. He wasn't there with him when he died. ना ही जब वो उसके पापा alive थे, he wasn't there. जब उसके पापा की death हुई, then also he wasn't there. He was not with him after his death. Mother was what was left of his father. He was not with his mother. He sent her money every month. He was fulfilling his duties well. But a lot more was expected of him than duties. A daughter, he couldn't be. A good son, he was not. He started missing his father. He started missing his stillborn sister. For the first time in years, he cried. All right, तो बहुत ही emotional situation है बच्चा, कि the man, he kept working, he kept sending money. He always thought that this materialistic thing would help him out, but actually he was all alone. And then he realized कि he missed so many things. He was getting emotional कि like I wasn't with my family. All right, मेरी मम्मा को जब सबसे ज्यादा मेरी जरूरत थी, when my father died, I wasn't there. All right, and for the first time in his entire life, he actually cried. So this was the passage, bacha. Now, question number 5. Which of the following statement is not true as per the passage? So correct answer choice here is B, which is not true पूछा है बच्चा. So there was something drastic happening in the neighborhood. बच्चा, this wasn't true. बाकी सारी चीजें in context to the passage were correct. All right. Like he was not a good son. Yes, he was not, क्योंकि वो पैसा पहुंचा रहा था. He was fulfilling his materialistic duties only, but he was not there emotionally with his parents. All right. Mother felt lonely after the death of her husband. ये भी सही है passage के context में. The son was fulfilling his duties. Yes, he was sending money, but there is more to it than meets the eye. He wasn't there emotionally. Okay. Now, question number 6. Which of the following is a relevant inference of the above situation? So, correct answer choice here is the son realizes his mistake and starts taking care of his mother. तो ये बच्चा relevant आपकी situation होती है. At least he started taking care of his mother in context to that he realized that no, my mom needed me. All right, after when my father passed away, my mom needed me, but I wasn't there. So he was caring about all those things. At least he was giving it a thought out of that care and concern. So that could be the indirect. Bacha, this question type is inference-based question. Now, normally in inference-based question, something is indirectly given in the passage. So this wasn't directly given in the passage, option 1, but indirectly mentioned in the passage. So obviously A will be the correct answer choice to this question. The mother mourns the death of his little sister. No, she said all those things after when her husband passed out. or passed away, sorry. All right, अब देखिए ऑप्शन सी, द सन स्टार्टेड मिसिंग हिज फैमिली, ये तो डायरेक्टली स्टेटेड था. Now option D, the son has his priorities set in life and he wants to go ahead with them. No, he realized this mistake, so that's obviously is incorrect answer choice. Question number 7, which of the following is a valid assumption of the above scenario? Assumption matlab something which is nowhere stated in the passage. All right, that's gonna be your assumption. The author is making a lot of money due to which he has not taken care of his family. Bacha, it's nowhere stated in the passage that he was minting money. But then it is given that he used to send money to the family, sufficient amount that he used to think that will suffice the materialistic needs of my family. All right, so he used to send that much of money. So the assumption is he actually had a lot of money. He was making money, he was minting money. All right, so A definitely is the correct answer choice. The author has not taken good care of his mother. That is directly stated in the passage. Hence, it cannot be an assumption. Assumption is something which is unstated. So B is directly stated. Now option C, the author's sister was born dead, stillborn. So बच्चा born dead होगा obviously. Now D, the mother has nobody to share his her life with. All right, so correct answer choice obviously is this is not, because that's again directly stated. All right, the mother has nobody to share her life with. All right, she was all alone because she was feeling lonely. All right, so that's obviously is given. Question number 8, which of these statement is true as per the passage? So here correct answer choice is D. He couldn't be like a daughter and he was a bad son. So that's definitely is considered to be the correct answer choice to this question. All right, A देखिए students, the mother though was sad that her son was not with her, but was satisfied about uh, him sending her the money obviously is incorrect because she was not happy about it. All right, she said, I wish I had a daughter. Though she used to get money from her son, but still she said that I wish I had a daughter. So A obviously is incorrect answer choice. Mother was taking revenge by shouting and screaming at her son all the time. No, there was a silence between the two. All right, and it wasn't actually that she just said, I wish I had a daughter. That's it. All right. So she was not taking revenge by shouting. She was taking revenge, but not by shouting and screaming. So obviously B is incorrect answer choice. See, she had taken good care of all his responsibilities. Sorry, son had taken good care of all his. No, bacha. Obviously, it is incorrect answer choice. He has not taken good care of all his responsibility. He just fulfilled one responsibility by sending money, but emotionally he wasn't there in order to provide moral support to the family or sharing some sad memories or happy sad experiences or happy experiences. He was never ever with his family. All right, so he was not fulfilling all his responsibility. So because of this word all, option C is also incorrect answer choice. So D is the correct answer. Now kindly solve questions from 9 to 13. We are expecting you to mark the most suitable synonym. Now, what is synonym? The word with same meaning is synonym, same kind of word. So please do solve this question. Students, I just would like to make an apology that I have been calling you people again and again, bacha. That's actually my habit of calling people bacha. I have been teaching for the last 17 years actually, and I keep calling my students bacha only. So I know that you people are grown up, you're not kids anymore. I'm so sorry. Kindly bear with my habit of calling everybody like bacha. So condone basically is forgive. Correct synonym will be pardon. Pardon is also Asking for forgiveness, I beg your pardon. All right, forgiveness, pardon. She pardoned me, she forgave me. All right, condemn basically is complete disapproval. It seems to be antonym. You're disapproving something, you're criticizing something. All right, so condemn is obviously not the correct synonym. All right, promise is entirely a different word. Praise is to laud somebody, to extol somebody, to appreciate somebody. All right, denounce is publicly declare to be wrong, that something is wrong, something is evilish. So here we are expecting a word for forgiveness. So pardon is the correct answer choice. Question number 10. All right. A prize is to inform. All right. A prize is to inform. So if I see this particular question, consider, matlab kindly consider it. Kindly consider matlab hota hai, you can take something into consideration. You can think something can be approved and all. Evaluate करना is to analyze. आप किसी चीज को value देख रहे हैं, evaluate करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Direct is obviously notify का मतलब भी होता है informing. You didn't notify me for this. That means you didn't inform me for something. So apprise का correct synonym will be notify. Now next question, one. Now we are going to get all interesting questions. All right. Van basically is something which is dull. All right. Something which is pale. So pallid is also dull and pale. Inimical is harmful. Rest of the words you already know. Now, why aren't we choosing dull exactly? That's considered to be a close option. All right. Pale is something which is lifeless. All right. Colorless. So, in that context, van is used. So, pallid is more appropriate than dull. Question number 12 on screen. Now, wobble basically is to move unsteadily from side to side. Correct answer choice is sway. Sway is also moving forward from side to side. All right. So obviously, bacha, correct answer choice will be C. Combat is to fight. Question number 13 on screen. You have to identify the synonym for this word as well. All right. So basically, reckon is to understand. All right. To view something, I am still not able to reckon this. All right. To understand this, I'm not able to view this. How is it going to be all about? Okay. So obviously, correct synonym will be understand. Now, what do you mean by repute? The opinion generally held of something or someone, or the state of being regarded in a particular way. That is opinionated. So that's going to be repute. Rest of the words are easy. I guess you understand it so well. Now, there are some foreign phrases from question number 14 to 18. All right. So, read that foreign phrase and try to identify the meaning of those foreign phrases. The question is all here. All right. So, here, correct answer choice for this foreign phrase is nom de plume. That means an assumed name or title. All right. When you assume a name or a title, that is nom de plume. Now, this is the next foreign phrase. Now, what do you mean by via media? Via media is in the middle course. Via media in the middle course. All right. You won't be able to solve these questions until and unless you know the meaning of these foreign phrases. That's something which you're supposed to learn. All right. We can't even have some better fluke for such kind of questions. So I really appreciate if you all can make the list of foreign phrases and learn them by heart. Next foreign phrase is Parsi. All right. Parsi basically is by itself. All right. She went there. All right. Or something has done been Parsi. That is made. That means by itself. Question number 17. Now, exeunt means leave the stage together. Exeunt is leave the stage together. X means out. Out मतलब stage से बाहर आ जाना. So leave the stage together. Status quo. Now, status quo is existing state of affairs. Status quo. Why don't we maintain status quo? All right, that means why don't we maintain existing state of affair? That is a status quo. Now, you're supposed to identify correct antonyms from question number 19 to 28. Antonym is opposite word. So the words are there on screen and you're supposed to identify just the opposite of those words. So question number 19 on screen. Correct answer choice here is C. Preclude is prevent from happening or make something impossible to happen. All right, that is preclude. Now augment, आप encourage करो कुछ होने के लिए. Augment. All right, to make something greater by adding to it. आपने intensity बढ़ा दी, आपने किसी चीज को support करा. Augment. So preclude का exact opposite is C. Augment. Question number 20th. कंटेम्प्टेबल. कंटेम्प्टेबल का मतलब होता है बच्चा हेटफुल. ऑल राइट, कंटेम्प्ट, फुल ऑफ कंटेम्प्ट मतलब हेट. ऑल राइट, कंटेम्प्टेबल. Correct answer choice is venerable. Venerable is respectful. When you feel somebody, when you look somebody as with contempt, matlab you disdain that person. You feel that somebody is inferior to you. You have that sense of superiority, or you might hate that somebody. All right. Venerable is just opposite. That is respectful. Venerable is respectful. Barbarous is uncivilized, and jocose is playful or humorous. Sickening, you already know sickening, something related to sick, obviously is irrelevant answer choice. So for this word, correct answer choice is A, venerable, which is just opposite. Next question on screen. All right. Inclination. If I'm inclined towards something, that means I like something. All right, I'm bending towards something. That means I like something. Aversion is just opposite when you turn away. All right, you're inclined towards something and you turn away. So aversion is for disliking. So that is going to be your correct antonym for this word. Opposite word for uninspired. Uninspired, opposite is inspired. Stellar performance is something which is of quality, which might inspire others. Inspiring performance. Wow, what a lovely inspiring performance. So stellar is inspiring, uninspired is just opposite. Question number 23. Opposite for atrocious. All right. Correct answer choice for atrocious is uh, C, trivial. Now, atrocious is crucial. All right. Sorry, not crucial, cruel, tyrannical, atrocious. All right. Something which is of great importance, but in a negative context. And something of less importance is trivial. All right. Grievous can't be the correct answer. Grievous का मतलब होता है saddening. All right. And atrocious basically of something high importance, normally the negative sense. All right, tirade का मतलब होता है long speeches for criticism. Tirade. All right, angry speech, long speech, criticizing speech, that is tirade. So obviously the closest option to this question is trivial. Antonym for garrulous. All right. Correct answer choice for garrulous is quiet. Garrulous is talkative. Garrulous is loquacious, one who talks a lot. Okay, so loquacious and talkative can be synonyms, but we are looking forward for antonym. Correct answer choice is quiet. Weary is tired, worn out, exhausted. Next question on screen. Opposite for kindly. Kindly, correct answer choice can be harsh for this word. Kind is opposite is cruel, harsh. She seems to be kind, matlab polite. All right, very kind person, soft spoken. Harsh can be the correct antonym. Now, sparse basically is scanty. Now, opposite for the word vital. Question number 26. All right. Vital basically is related to life, liveliness. Inanimate can be the correct answer choice. Correct opposite for the word vital. All right. Inanimate objects, matlab non-living object. Vital is related to living things. Question number 28. Opposite for the word gluttonous. All right. Gluttonous is somebody who takes a lot of food, who is always involved in eating. Gluttonous is somebody who takes in big portions or who eats in big portions, who is always ready, matlab to eat voraciously, greedily, always ready to eat. So correct answer choice for this word can be B, abstemious. Abstemious is basically indulging in taking food but in moderate quantity, not in a great quantity. Gluttonous is a person who eats in great quantity. All right, the opposite is abstemious. Now, sanctimonious is basically making a show of being morally superior to others. Contingency is a future event or circumstance which is possible but cannot be predicted with certainty. All right. So these are irrelevant answer choices. Correct answer choice is abstemious. Strange का मतलब होता है students to cut off the relationship. I have estranged myself with my best friend, seemingly that she is very haughty, मतलब proud. Okay. Now, next question, the last question for the set of antonym, opposite for the word impetuous. Correct answer choice, impetuous. Exactly क्या होता है students? Acting or done quickly without taking a lot of thought and care. All right, so correct answer choice is cautious, just opposite. Now, directions for question number 29 to 38. Actually, there are some idioms which are given, and you have to identify the meaning of those idioms. So, the first idiom, that is question number 29, it is hard pressed. You can't solve these questions if you don't have prior knowledge of these idioms, because idioms cannot be translated. So I would appreciate if you all can make a list of idioms and learn them by heart and start using them in your even communication. All right. Hard pressed, that means in difficulties. All right. She seems to be hard pressed. All right, in difficulties. Next idiom on screen. Question number 30th, to be at one's finger's end. Identify the meaning of this idiom. Correct answer choice is C, to be completely conversant with. Be at one's finger end, she is at his finger's end. That means she is completely conversant with somebody else. To pull strings, what could be the meaning? All right. So the meaning of this idiom is A, to exert hidden influences, to pull string. All right. To exert hidden influences. High time that we should pull strings. Next idiom is a greenhorn. What could be the meaning of this idiom? A greenhorn is a person who is inexperienced. All right. Well, I will not be able to offer salary more than 20,000 to a greenhorn. All right. So for a person like you who is just a greenhorn, I will be able to offer only 20,000. All right. Inexperienced person is greenhorn. To be old as the hills. So, what is the meaning of this idiom? Identify the meaning of this idiom, students. Okay, so the correct answer choice for this question is A, to be very ancient. All right, she is old as the hill. That, or sorry, I should not be using the word ancient for a girl or a woman. I think this monument seemingly is old as the hills. All right, बहुत पुराना है, old as the hills. I had recently been to Gwalior. I had been to Gwalior Fort, and I think the Gwalior Fort is old as the hills. ऑल राइट, काफी पुराना है, आई थिंक 15-16 सेंचुरी से बना हुआ था. ऑल राइट, सो that this entire, I think, Sas Bahu temple and other temples were old as the hills. All right, very ancient. Now, next question, next idiom, to look sharp. Identify the meaning of this idiom. All right, to be quick. Look sharp is quick. All right. She looks sharp. That means she's very quick. She's very grasping. She looks sharp. So I think some of the kids, they actually look sharp. They can pick up the things. They can catch the things quickly. To show one's teeth. The meaning of this idiom can be, let's see how many of you mark correctly. Okay, so the correct answer choice is to adopt a threatening attitude. All right, to show one's teeth, मतलब किसी को डराना, दांत दिखा के, होता है ना, गुस्से में we grind our own teeth like this. So that means you actually try to adopt a threatening attitude. I'm showing my teeth. That means I'm grinding my teeth. I'm showing a threatening attitude to somebody. To pour oil in troubled water. What could be the meaning of this idiom? Let's see. How many of you marked correctly? All right. So correct answer choice for this idiom is to calm a quarrel with soothing words. All right. Like somebody is already disturbed or somebody is actually in a fighting mode and you're using your words nicely so that you can calm down that person. All right. So obviously correct answer choice is D. To foment trouble का मतलब होता है to intensify. आपने trouble को बढ़ा दिया. Instigate करना, लेकिन it is just the opposite. To play on a fiddle. Let me see how many of you answered this question correctly. All right, so correct answer choice is B, to play an important role, to play on a fiddle. This leader is actually playing on a fiddle. That means he is playing a very crucial role or important role. All right, so in photosynthesis, sunlight is playing on a fiddle. That means it's playing an important role in the process of photosynthesis. Question number 38, to mind one's P's and Q's. Let's see how many of you answered this question correctly. This is different. Correct answer choice to this question is to be accurate and precise. To mind your P's and Q's, that means you're supposed to be accurate and brief, precise. All right. Now, instruction for question number 39 to 44. So you are supposed to fill in the blank with suitable prepositions. Now, this is purely grammar question. Normally, when we talk about guilty, it is followed by preposition of. She is found guilty of committing a crime. All right? Or she is guilty of stealing cookies. Whatever is the situation. So normally with the word guilty, we always use preposition of. Guilty. Question number 40th on screen. I think I have shown the answer. Let me see how many of you are quick to get that. So with the word capable and incapable, we always use preposition of. Let me tell you one thing. There are some fixed prepositions. So with specific word like capable and incapable, we always use fixed preposition of. Like good at, listen to, all right? Accustomed to, habitual of. So we have got a set of fixed preposition for all these words. Question number 41 on screen. Correct answer choice. He is sensible to the kindness shown by you. Sensible towards some act. Somebody is actually, expressing his or her emotion to something else, some action. All right, so sensible to. Question number 42. करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस इज फेथफुल के साथ स्टूडेंट्स हमेशा टू आता है शी सीम्स टू बी फेथफुल टू यू ऑल राइट फेथफुल टू सो ऑब्वियसली करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस मतलब फेथफुल टूवर्ड्स somebody else so faithful towards his master so towards के लिए we always use to question number 43 on screen. All right. So correct answer choice entitled. Entitled always follows to. I'm entitled to do something. All right. तो entitled के साथ हमेशा to preposition आता है which is fixed. Question number 44. Correct answer choice exception 2. All right, there is no exception to this rule. हम लोग ज्यादातर इसको गलत तरीके से पढ़ते हैं, exception for, which is wrong. All right, there is no exception for this rule. To this rule is the correct answer choice. Now, in each question, there are 4 sentences. आप देख सकते हैं A, B, C, D. इसमें कुछ पार्ट्स erroneous है, incorrect है. आपको ऐसा ऑप्शन चूज करना है which should be grammatically correct answer choice. Kindly choose the option which is grammatically correct. All right. So correct answer choice to this question is C, A, B, D. That means आपका C जो है वो erroneous है. Mumbai and Delhi airport alone account over 40% of the passenger traffic. All right. So, bacha, what is the incorrect? What is the correction over here? Can anybody identify the correction over here? Come on. What could be the correction here? अब देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे करेक्शन आप देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे अकाउंट्स आना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने मुंबई एंड दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट को आपने एक डिजिट की तरह लिया है. ऑलराइट, तो यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम इज विथ दिस वर्ड अलोन, मतलब आपने इन दोनों को एक सिंगल एंटाइटी की तरह लिया है, मुंबई एंड दिल्ली, क्योंकि यहाँ पे वर्ड अलोन यूज करा है. तो यहाँ पे अकाउंट्स आना चाहिए था, सिंगुलर वर्ब आना चाहिए था, अकाउंट्स ओवर 40% ऑफ द पैसेंजर ट्रैफिक. All right, that is the error. Subject and verb agreement. Here subject is considered to be singular, तो आपका verb agreement भी singular होगा, accounts. Question number 6. Now read the statement. Hurry up, students. अब देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज बी, ऑफ ऑल द रिमार्केबल पर्सन ऑफ. अब देखिए यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन ए देखिए, ऑफ ऑल द पर्सन्स आई हैव मेट अरिजीत इज द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल पर्सन. पर्सन पर्सन दो बार रिपीट हुआ है बच्चा, तो एरर ऑफ रेपिटेशन है. ऑप्शन सी में भी यहाँ पे पर्सन यूज करा है, वहां पर भी पर्सन यूज करा है, एरर ऑफ रेपिटेशन. ऑफ ऑल द पर्सन आई हैव मेट एवर मेट, अरिजीत इज द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल. रिमार्केबल इज एडजेक्टिव, यहाँ पे नाउन चाहिए था. ऑल राइट, अगेन रॉन्ग. अरिजीत बीइंग द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल पर्सन ऑफ ऑल आई हैव मेट. तो ये तो बच्चा सेंटेंस सीम्स टू बी डिस्टॉर्टेड, इट्स नॉट कन्वेइंग एनी मैसेज एट ऑल. करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस इज बी. Arjit is the most remarkable person of all the persons I have met. यहाँ पे अब आप देखिए बच्चा, remarkable person of all the persons, अगर आप देखें प्लेसमेंट की वजह से यहाँ पे आपका रेपिटेशन वाला फंडा नजर नहीं आ रहा. ऑल राइट, आपको बताना था अप्रोप्रिएट. अरिजीत इज द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल पर्सन ऑफ ऑल द पर्संस आई हैव मेट, आई हैव एवर मेट. यहाँ पे रिमार्केबल पर्सन ऑफ ऑल द पर्संस, यहाँ पे मॉडिफायर का भी एरर नहीं है बच्चा. बाकी अगर आप सेंटेंसेस में देखें, जैसे ऑप्शन ए जो था ऑफ ऑल द पर्संस, ये ऑफ को बच्चा यहाँ पे कुछ और फ्रेज चाहिए था. ऑल राइट, विच इज गिवन देयर इन ऑप्शन बी. तो यहाँ पे एरर ऑफ मॉडिफायर की भी है. एरर ऑफ मॉडिफायर मतलब प्लेसमेंट ऑफ, मतलब आप सेंटेंस को इस तरह से प्लेस करें विच शुड कन्वे द कंप्लीट मीनिंग. ऑल राइट, अप्रोप्रिएटली. क्वेश्चन नंबर 48. ऑल राइट, ए सी डी आर करेक्ट. तो देखते हैं बी में क्या प्रॉब्लम है. अ ट्राइब ऑफ स्टोन एज पीपल वर डिस्कवर्ड इन द जंगल. यहाँ पे आ ट्राइब नहीं आएगा क्योंकि आप एक पर्टिकुलर ट्राइब की बात कर रहे हैं, दैट इज स्टोन एज पीपल. तो आर्टिकल द विल बी देयर, द ट्राइब ऑफ स्टोन एज पीपल. अच्छा, एक और चीज, यहाँ पे वर्ड डिस्कवर्ड दिया है, इट शुड हैव बीन वॉज डिस्कवर्ड. ऑल राइट, क्योंकि एक ट्राइब है बच्चा, नॉट सो मेनी ट्राइब्स. ऑल राइट, तो यहाँ पे वॉज डिस्कवर्ड की जगह, सॉरी वर्ड डिस्कवर्ड की जगह वॉज डिस्कवर्ड आना चाहिए था. सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब अग्रीमेंट, सब्जेक्ट आपका सिंगुलर है, वन ट्राइब. ऑल राइट, तो यहाँ पर बच्चा आपका, अच्छा आर्टिकल आ की जगह आप दा लिखोगे तो दैट वुड हैव बीन अप्रोप्रिएट. सिमिलरली आप एक ही ट्राइब थी तो यहाँ पे वॉज आना चाहिए था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 48 ऑन स्क्रीन. Hurry up, students. correct answer choice to this question is A and D. Now let's see what is the problem with B and C. Moderate intake of coffee does not pose a healthy threat. बच्चा यहाँ पे healthy threat की जगह आना चाहिए था health threat. Healthy threat नहीं होता बल्कि health related threats होते हैं. तो health threat होना चाहिए था instead of healthy. C देखिए, the only serious charge against coffee is that it may addict. All right. अब यहाँ पे it may addict की जगह it is addictive. It is addictive will be appropriate. Question number 49. The second last question. All right. So correct answer choice is D. Because of his tennis elbow injury, Limba Ram has not been able to and possibly never will be able to pick up the bat again. All right. आप और दूसरे ऑप्शन में प्रॉब्लम्स देख लेते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. बिकॉज ऑफ हिज टेनिस एल्बो इंजुरी, ऑल राइट, लिम्बा राम हैज नॉट एंड पॉसिबली, अब यहाँ पे लिखा है बच्चा हैज नॉट. ऑल राइट, तो यहाँ पे विल फ्यूचर नहीं आएगा. इनकंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ टेंस, ऑप्शन ए में हैज एंड विल दिया हुआ है. ऑल राइट, अब यहाँ पर देखिए हैज नॉट बीन एबल एंड पॉसिबली नेवर विल बी. अब यहाँ पे हैज नॉट बिन एबल आना चाहिए था. ऑप्शन ए में क्या प्रॉब्लम थी कि यहाँ पे आपने हैज नॉट बिन एबल, ऑल राइट, एंड नेवर विल बी. आप यहाँ पे रूट वर्ब बी यूज कर रहे हो बच्चा. ही हैज नॉट बिन एबल, अब तक ही हैज नॉट बिन एबल, तो अब तक नहीं हुआ है. हैज नॉट का मतलब डूइंग समथिंग, ऑल राइट, इन पास्ट परफेक्ट. बट यहाँ पे जब आप अपने बारे में बात करते हो, एबिलिटी के बारे में एडजेक्टिव यूज करोगे तब से लेके अब तक, तो वहां पे बी डबल ई एन बिन जरूर आना चाहिए. ऑल राइट, तो ए डेफिनेटली इज इनकरेक्ट. सेकंड में सेम एरर है, हैज नॉट एंड पॉसिबली विल नेवर बी एबल टू पिक अप द बैट अगेन. ऑल राइट, तो यहां पर बच्चा अगेन बी में इन्होंने नेवर विल बी, नेवर बी अबेल, अच्छा विल नेवर बी होगा. यहाँ पे ऊपर दिया नेवर विल बी और यहाँ पे विल नेवर बी, तो लेकिन दोनों में हैज बिन तो नहीं दिया है स्टूडेंट्स को, कांट बी द करेक्ट. सी देखिए, because of his tennis elbow injury, Limba Ram has not been able and possibly would never would be able. तो यहाँ पे बच्चा it is incomplete. Has not been के बाद आप able लिखोगे adjective, alright, and possibly will never be. तो वो future के लिए would होगा. Imaginary sentence में आता है would, लेकिन आपके realistic situation में आता है will. तो आपका जो ऑप्शन सी था वो डिस्टॉर्टेड था. एक तो इसमें बिन के बाद एबल नहीं है, ऑल राइट, एंड वुड जो है आपका वो इमेजिनरी कंडीशन में आप यूज करते हो, विच कांट बी द करेक्ट आंसर. यहाँ पे आप एक अफर्मेटिव स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हैं कि पहले भी नहीं और अभी भी नहीं, तो उस सिचुएशन में बच्चा आपका ऑप्शन सी डी इज करेक्ट। वुड का मतलब होता है इमेजिनरी कंडीशन। इफ आई वर प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया आई वुड अप्रूव करप्शन। वुड। नाउ द लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे। Hurry up, student. This is the last question. I felt current. All right. Correct answer choice is B and D. What is the problem with A and C? Let's see. Pope John Paul II was seen a powerful religious reason. religious leader. अब देखिए he was seen as, अब बच्चा यहाँ पे he was seen a powerful, he was seen a powerful की जगह होना चाहिए था as, he was seen as a powerful। ऑल राइट, तो ए में एज नहीं था स्टूडेंट्स। अब देखिए सी में क्या प्रॉब्लम थी, ही वॉज एन ऑब्सक्योर एंड अ ब्रिलियंट यंग पोल। ही वॉज एन ऑब्सक्योर एंड अ ब्रिलियंट यंग पोल। तो बच्चा इसको आप कैसे लिख सकते थे, करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस, ही वॉज एन ऑब्सक्योर एंड वॉज अ यंग पोल। यहाँ पे वॉज दो बार आएगा स्टूडेंट्स। All right, he was an obscure and was a young Pole, brilliant young Pole. All right, students. So that is all for today. I hope you have got some understanding for the question types being asked. I think the takeaway should be that you all should learn some idioms. Apart from this, you can focus on foreign phrases as well. A little practice on RCs because they're not so challenging. So I think that's gonna be a piece of cake for you. A little understanding for grammatical rules, I think, is required. And you need to brush up your vocabulary skills as well. So that is all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.